evening and welcome to the first sports bar of the Premier League season with me, Jamie Horror, and Jason Cundy.
Has anyone seen Liverpool's transfer policy?
Right, Man United, they somehow win 1-0 against Wolves tonight. Unbelievable. Wolves are so unlucky to get nothing from the game. Was it a penalty at the end? Stonewall, VAR, referees, same old nonsense. Useless.
Hello, matey. Happy new season to you.
And you.
Happy new season. She's here. She's finally arrived.
She is back.
Yeah, she is.
She's back with a
bang.
vengeance.
She is. She's indeedy.
Big game tonight. It's got to get straight into it because
no
niceties.
We're not doing the waffle.
No
okay,
waffle.
No waffle.
Because
that's
it's 11 minutes past. Injury time's killing the show.
No waffle.
No waffle tonight.
Let's get rid of the waffle.
Get straight into it because people want to have their say.
Is what you say? We're waffle-free zone.
It's a waffle-free zone. Yeah, no nonsense from Cundy tonight.
Next 3 hours will tell you different.
Brilliant game.
Oh, excellent game.
Wolves, I thought, was superb. Absolutely fantastic from Gary O'Neill's men. How they didn't get anything from that, I'll never know. I mean, they had 23 shots, 6 on target, but they, dominated Manchester United all over the pitch. Cunha up front. I know he missed a couple of chances, but I thought he was sensational. Neto, brilliant. Man United, Jay, it's awful.
So let's kick off with the best side of the pitch, Wolves. They were outstanding tonight. Absolutely outstanding. Took the game to Man United. And all through the pitch, I mean, you're looking at everyone. Every single one of those players for Wolves tonight played out of his skin, was better than the opposition. Every single one of them. Cunha's going to take the headlines, but Sarabia, I thought, was outstanding. Lamina in the middle of the park. Ain't Nori making those runs. Even the boys out wide. Neto, what a player he is. This was a really, really excellent performance from Wolves. And I tell you what they've got to do. They've got to take heart from this. Because, look, I expected Wolves to get rolled over tonight. Quite convincingly. I did. Bearing in mind that Gary O'Neill's only had 3 training sessions. But I've got to tell you, mate, if that's what's got to come, Wolves should rest assured. All right, disappointing tonight that you didn't get the result that you deserved, or certainly take something out of the game.
Yeah.
But Wolves were brilliant tonight, all over the pitch, and they taught Man United a lesson.
I was worried about Wolves this season. I was thinking with what was going on at the football club, the lack of signings, the manager leaving. I'm thinking, it's going to be a bit of a mess. Yeah. I mean, how wrong were we?
Yeah,
they were absolutely fantastic.
Yes, they were.
And actually, look at the team and the players that they've got. That's a talented squad.
It is indeed.
And if he can get some results, get the mentality right there, they could have a really good season. They
also need to take the chances because you can't dominate a game and be the best side on the pitch for, let's be honest, most of the game. Man United had their moments, of course they did, but largely throughout that 90 minutes there, Wolves were the best side on the pitch. Yeah. And that you got to take your chances. You can come on here, Wolves fans, and say you're the best side, and we'll talk about the penalty in a second. But the reality is, football will never change. It's about what you do in both boxes. What you do one end when you attack, or the other end defensively. And Man United they had one chance in Man United, and they took it, and they take the 3 points. Man United were terrible.
Terrible.
They were terrible tonight.
Stunk Old Trafford out.
They did stink Old Trafford out, and they got away with one tonight. And first game of the season, you can go, do you know what, there's work to be done, and most teams will say that because it's first game of the season, all that. But then Ten Hag will come away there knowing he's got away with one. And they've taken 3 points, but things will have to improve because they play like that against the vast majority. In fact, they should have lost tonight. The vast majority of sides in the Premier League, and that's not how football works. I know that. But they can't play like that against the big heads. You play like that against Arsenal, they'll get murdered because they were excellent Wolves. Man United were terrible, but they walk away with the 3 points.
Yeah. Okay. We want to hear from you. 03 717 22 33 44. Let's go to George. He's a Man United fan, right, George?
Georgie.
How you doing, guys? All right.
Yeah.
All right, George.
Good, George. Got away with one tonight.
Got away with one tonight, but I've been listening to all the pundits going on against United, this and that. United were lucky. We won 1-0. End of the day. Penalty or no penalty. You're going about this Cunha had a good game and all that. He missed a sitter. They weren't that good. They couldn't score. I'm sick of it all the time.
Oh, come on, George. Man United were terrible tonight.
When United get lucky with a win,
George,
everyone's down the neck of United.
United were terrible.
United got...
We
didn't play that well. I understand where you could... Jason,
terrible.
I heard you then. You were right what you said, Jason. We get beat by one of these big head teams. But you can't be going on about Wolves, this and that.
Yeah, but Wolves are one of the favourites to go down this season. The manager came in a week ago.
They won't go down.
No, but they've been one of the favourites to go down.
I think they will go down, to be honest. After watching them play us then, they couldn't score.
No, Man United won't go down, George. Man United won't go down.
No, I'm saying Wolves will go down.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, we scored, and you know what? Wan-Bissaka had a fantastic game. Unbelievable game.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, he's vastly improved under Ten Hag, I have to say. He might have been one of those.
He plays fantastic. They took Martinez off. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why they took Martinez off. I don't know if they missed anything.
Maybe the booking.
I don't know what. Maybe the booking. Yeah, he looked better than Lindelof. Lindelof was in his arse half the time.
What did you make of Mason Mount's performance?
I honestly think Mason Mount was one of the best players for us tonight. He looked the most composed. Garnacho, he was ecstatic all night. Yeah. He was completely ecstatic.
He looked out of his depth a little bit, didn't he, Garnacho?
He looked like a bit of a Dan James to me tonight.
It's a good shout.
He was head down. I didn't know what he was doing.
So go on. What we've not heard the presser yet, and we'll hear it, George, and we'll make sure we get it here on talkSPORT. What will Ten Hag be saying about
Danny
that?
Murphy was gutted. Danny Murphy was devastated.
Yeah, well, because do you know what? It felt a little bit unjust because of the penalty at the end. I don't know how much you bet the game, George. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching a game. I've been watching a game. Okay. Yeah,
it's a penalty.
It was a penalty.
I know. And that for someone that played so well. Not many teams do that at Old Trafford. Go and play as well as that for 90 minutes. And
United have missed that for years, Jason. We've missed that. We've not had that luck. Yeah. Start of last season, we were getting dicked by these teams. We were getting dicked. This could be it. We could be winning it.
George.
Yeah, we'll have to come on there. George is just throw a couple of. It's the sort of language you use with your mates.
Yeah.
And you know what? No one would say a word.
No, it's not
but
outrageous.
On national radio,
probably not wise.
Can't really have that going out.
No. I mean, maybe it's because they listen to you all the time, Jace. I think they can get away with it.
Well, if they did, more fool them. Let's talk about Cunha, mate. He's getting interviewed up there now.
Cunha, yeah. I mean, look, he's getting interviewed
apparently
now.
Chelsea are going to buy him tomorrow.
We're going to hear from Erik ten Hag as well and Gary O'Neill in the next hour. But look, Cunha missed a good chance, Jace.
No, he did. No,
But I thought he was amazing. He was just running rings around Manchester United.
He looked like Thierry Henry a couple of times, the way he burst through that. You know, that pace, those afterburners.
Yeah. No,
and he was.
If only you can finish like Thierry Henry.
Well, that's what football, like I said at the beginning of the show. That's
Manchester United, though, Jace. Mason Mount, look, steady. It was okay. Took off after 67 minutes.
Yeah, he did.
I looked at their team and thought, it was a bit like, okay, it's all right. Didn't jump off the page where you're like, wow, this is a good side.
No, their front line wasn't really. Well,
Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony. I was like,
it's not
bang average. Like Rashford's a top player, but I think he's just better off the left.
Of course he
I
is.
know they want this Højlund. He's injured, but I just wasn't really amazed by it.
No, but all over the pitch actually. They looked. They didn't look ready for it. Wolves came out the traps and looked ready.
Looked sharp.
They did. And you can sometimes get this in pre-season. The truth is, you don't really get up to speed. I don't know what you were like, but at least 6, somewhere between 6 and 10 games, you start to really feel your peak levels of fitness. And Man United looked off it tonight. If they got away with it, got 3 points, they'll move on. But Ten Hag will know that performance is unacceptable.
Cundy, when did you ever feel like you was at peak performance?
Oh, mate, come on.
When was you at peak level?
6 or 7 games from the end of the season.
The only time you've ever been at peak performance is when you're on holiday.
Finally, I'm getting there. 6 or 7 games from the end. But look, most Man United fans coming away from the Old Trafford tonight and listening to this will know that has to improve, and it will improve. Of course it will. Yeah. It will. But that tonight was, how did we get 3 points?
All right, let's go to Steve, who's a Wolves fan. All right, Steve?
How you doing? Jeremy, you all right, mate?
Yeah, good, Steve. Look, really impressed with Wolves tonight. Unlucky.
Good.
Right, Steve-O.
Are you good?
Yeah, good, matey.
Yeah, we're all good, Steve. We're all good.
Steve?
Yeah. Okay, all right. Sorry, but first timer.
Steve, really...
Cundy, absolutely spot on about the fact that we play well, but we just can't put the ball in the back of the net. Simple as. Cunha was brilliant, to be fair. Worked his bottom off. I'm not going to swear.
No, don't do that.
Right. And ultimately, right, the referee had a shocker. Yeah, there was a couple of instances. I even think that Man United could have had a penalty for the handball. I thought on current rules, when the ball rolls off your arm, that's a penalty. But against Wolves, at least. But how was that not a penalty at the end?
The one at the end with Onana, it's a stonewall penalty. If you've seen penalties over the weekend.
How's that not been checked? And get why Gary O'Neill's been sent off, because he's obviously annoyed, putting it politely. But how has it not been checked?
Well, they did check it, and the information that we've got after the game is that it wasn't clear and obvious error from the referee, so they stuck with the on-field decision.
I'm sorry, that is a clear and obvious error. That's as obvious as your...
Thank you, mate.
It's no good now. I mean, most Manchester United fans will recognise that that's... Yeah. If it's always gauge this. If it was at the other end,
can't put the ball in the back of the net. I'm not arguing that anyway, but that's just clear and obvious, isn't it?
Yeah. If it was at the other end, Man United fans would want it, and they'd appeal for it, and they
would have got it.
And we don't know.
They would have got it.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
That Man United fan earlier one who moaned about that. Oh, it's all against Man United. Have a word.
No, well, I mean, look, this is the problem. From a neutral point of view, you felt bad for Wolves, but the reality is you had your chances. You know, you were the best side.
It's like Aït-Nouri deserved the yellow card for the foul throws because he kept on doing it, but he had no options. But he deserved the yellow card because that's the new rules. Yeah. But then there was studs put on. I think it was on the Wolves player. It was on. He put later in the second half, put the studs on the play, and the referee just just didn't even look at it.
I think it was Mason Mount.
It was. No. Mason Mount had been taken off at that point, hadn't he? I think
they've been pulled off.
But it was studs. But it was just like. And by the way, Mason Mount was headlights tonight. He was just running around trying his hardest, but weren't doing nothing.
Yeah, I wasn't overly impressed with Mount's performance. I know it's tough. It's
other than Wan-Bissaka,
they were all awful.
Man United were terrible. Wan-Bissaka's the only one you come away going, well played you, because that's his game improved. The last 2 or 3 years, part of his game going over the other side of the halfway line's really improved.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought Wan-Bissaka was fantastic.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.